What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Latios Ultima, and before we get started with the purpose of this video, I just wanted to let you guys know, as you guys can tell, that I now have a brand new mic that I have been long needing for the longest time, and now I sound crispier, I hope. Let me know in the comments, how does the new mic sound? Hopefully it sounds a lot better than what used to be. Hopefully it's not too loud. If it is, I apologize. I'll fix that going forward. But I want to thank you guys so much for your patience as I was upgrading my stream stuff. I've actually had quite a bit of help with that, and a huge shout out, of course, goes to Champion Thunder for helping me out quite a bit with a lot of the stuff. So huge shout out to her of that. And there's gonna be, of course, a few collabs that we're gonna be doing in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. But for this video, we're going to be going over the new Pokemon Unite patch notes, which had dropped actually, I think, earlier this morning, or it might have been late night. I don't know for sure, but these notes came out. I'm mad late to making this video because I actually did not have this mic by the time I had learned about the notes, which Taylor actually shared it to me in Discord. But they were in Japanese, so I waited for an English version, and surely enough, we got this nice little handy little graph that we're going to look into in just a little bit, courtesy of Moai. Definitely check him out. All credit goes to him, of course, for this graph we're going to take a look at for the buffs. And we're going to be using this graph to go over all the buffs and nerfs that's going to be coming in for Pokemon Unite pretty soon. I believe is going to be going live this upcoming Tuesday, from what I've heard, actually. So just want to let you guys know ahead of time, in case you guys are wondering, when does these new changes go into effect for these Pokemon. And there's some I like, there's some I kind of don't like, but of course, it's Little Teamy. What to expect, right? You know. So with that being said, if you guys do enjoy this video, if you guys like the new mic, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go into this nice little chart here. Again, all credit for this chart goes to Moai. I think his thing just actually, oh wait, hang on, I just realized his stuff is actually a little bit much lower than I expected. Actually, hang on, let me fix that. Oh wait, it's actually cut off completely. Oops. But yeah, all credit goes to Moai for this. So I'll have his YouTube link in the description if you guys want to check him out for yourself. So I meant to put it in there, but I completely forgot to add that in there. So I cut that off like an idiot, but I apologize about that. But definitely check him out. Link will be in the description, of course. So let's go into this. So right out the gate, I see Metagross is finally getting some buffs that it absolutely needs, honestly. So it's getting buffs to pretty much everything in its kit. So that's pretty nice. It's getting a defense and special defense buff, which is pretty nice. So it was feeling a little squishy. I mean, with the solid I mean, with the team I was working with, Metagross, I was actually doing pretty good with it. But with the nice buffs to its defenses, it's actually going to be a lot better now. So that's really nice. So really happy about this. That Metagross is getting some love. Let's hope it's not, broken like Mimikyu was back in the day. Like, you already know that. And then it's Iron Defense, which is actually is level 3 move, for that's not checked. Well, it's one of its starting moves, in fact. Got a buff on its damage, so it's actually going to be doing more damage now, which is really nice. And I believe the effects also has been increased as well, which is really nice as well. And then I believe that is its Unite move. Yes, it got a cooldown reduction, so it's going to be coming out more frequently now, and its damage has been buffed as well, which is cool. I think that's the damage. I think I could be wrong. If I am, I apologize if I'm wrong about that, but I'm trying my best to, read this, of course. Then we have Zen Headbutt getting a buff to its cooldown, so now it's going to be coming out more frequently, so that's good. No damage buff, but it is getting a cooldown reduction, so that's cool. Ultimately, though, I feel like the Magnet Rise Meteor Mash is going to be getting buffed, of course, which that's personally what I play myself. Meteor Mash also getting buff as well on its cooldown and the effects of it, which is cool. Personally, for me, when I played Metagross, I've always been a fan of Meteor Mash Magnet Rise. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'll probably be playing Metagross this Tuesday. I was originally going to play Zoroark this Tuesday, but seeing these buffs now I'm inclined to actually be trying out Metagross now. So speaking of Magnet Rise, that's also getting buffed too on its cooldown and its effects. So effects are stronger last I checked. I didn't look at actually all the numbers of the effects, but you guys probably already know that. So I'm just looking at what we have here going forward and all the effects that's here, so we can just give you guys my thoughts. And then Gyro Ball, which personally I'm not really a fan of, but it got a buff to its damage, its cooldown, as well as the effects of it. So I never really played Gyro Ball on Metagross. I've always been Meteor Mash Magnet Rise, but that's just me. But these are some nice buffs to Metagross that definitely was needed. So let's hope it's not OD meta defining like it was with Mimikyu. Hopefully, come on, Timmy, please get this right for once. Anyways, next up we got here is Zacian. Now, this is interesting because Zacian is going to be banned from ranked this upcoming season soon, alongside both Mewtwo. So, but it's getting some nerfs. So they nerfed its critical hit, its crits, which is insane. It's crazy, and I believe they also got another nerf on its attack. So, will these nerfs be enough to nerf it down? We'll have to see. And yeah, it got nerfed on its boosted auto. So yeah, okay. So yeah, they nerfed that. However, they did buff the damage on the Metal Claw, which is interesting. So I guess we'll have to see. I mean, considering that it's losing its crits, I feel like now you have to definitely play like a Scope Lens and Razor Claw person. That's what I use for Zacian majorly to take advantage of its crits and such like that. But especially now that the crits are actually getting lowered, now it's not going to be hitting as hard as it used to. I think it'll still hit good. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's a nerf for sure. Next up we have here, now this one I'm a little sad about, but I guess it had to be happen. Dodrio got a damage nerf to its drill pack. I guess it's fine. I mean, it was a little strong, but nerfing it, I'm not sure how that's going to be like, but we'll have to see. And then if I'm not mistaken, I believe that it's Unite move, I think. Its effects are getting nerfed. I think that's his Unite move, right? If I'm incorrect, I apologize. Yeah. But yeah, next up we're going to be going over Gardevoir. Like, I'm trying to not make this video too long, but yeah. I'm going to try to go over a couple things that I definitely need to talk about for sure. So Gardevoir is getting a buff to its teleport, I believe that's what it is. It's getting a cooldown reduction, so that's going to be coming out more consistently. So that's good. That means this early game might not be as, it's not going to be as rough as it is. So if it needs to get out of there, it can get out of there. And then its Unite move, which is an interesting buff, got a cooldown reduction to its Unite move. So I don't think it really needed that buff on this Unite move, honestly. But then again, I don't know. I don't really mess around with Gardevoir like that. I know some people that do play with Gardevoir myself, of course, but I don't really mess around with it like that, so I can't really say if it's really good or whatever, but I don't know. But I guess we'll have to see how that goes. Next up, and this is actually something I'm actually excited to see, Wigglytuff actually getting some buffs here. So the effects of Sing has actually been buffed, so now they're going to be more stronger. I believe Sing, if you guys don't know, would actually decrease defense and special defense of enemy Pokemon that happen to stay in the area, and then they put them to sleep, and I believe their effects are actually stronger now. So, and then with the Sing Plus, I believe Sing Plus also got a buff too, so now your defenses are more as you're using it, I believe, and as well as the movement speed as well too. So I believe that's the buff, I'm pretty sure, but if I'm wrong, again, let me know in the comments. And then Sing got a buff on its damage, so yeah, now Wigglytuff's like going to be looking good with those last hits on the Gleam. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see how that goes. So Wigglytuff looks like it's going to be really good. I'm definitely might be playing Wigglytuff this coming Tuesday. Well, I don't know about Tuesday, but I'll definitely be playing Unite on Thursday and Friday. We'll see. Next up, we got Sylveon. Actually, Sylveon finally getting some of that it needs. So it's getting a special attack buff as well as a Unite buff on its damage. And looks like its cooldown. It shows here that the cooldown countdown to its Unite has been increased, but that might have been a actual mistake where it's supposed to reduce the cooldown. I'm pretty sure that's a cooldown reduction, not an increase on its Unite move. So I'm pretty sure that's a cooldown decrease. So instead of red, it should be a green arrow instead. So I'm pretty sure that's a buff. So, but either way, this is definitely something that Sylveon really needed so much. Honestly, Sylveon was falling so far behind. Honestly, it was definitely getting outclassed by many attackers, such as Dragapult. You have stuff like Dragapult, Glaceon that's just roaming, going crazy, which they didn't touch those yet. Dragapult is still strong. So yeah, there's that. I think they're milking it for the new Halloween that came out. I'm probably gonna get it myself soon because I do play Dragapult. I haven't played it in a while, but you know. But anyway, this is great love for Sylveon. So I guess anyone who's happy for Sylveon, here you go. Yeah, I got to see how that goes. Next up is Cinderace. Now, these buffs are kind of meh, but I guess it is what it is. Pyro Ball's getting up damage buffs, which I guess that's cool, which means now it'll do more damage. Or is that Ember? That's its early game move. I don't know what that. Yeah, I think that's Ember, actually. Never mind. I apologize. But yeah, that's Ember. So it looks like its early game might be a little. Its laning phase might early lane phase might actually not be so bad now. Because whenever I see a Cinderace, I always want to see it in central lane. But I mean, there are those rare cases where someone uses Cinderace on central lane and it actually works out. But it depends on the support, of course. But maybe with this buff, maybe Cinderace on lane may not be so as bad as it used to be. I mean, it really isn't that bad, just considering that its level it evolves at level 7. Yeah, it evolves at level 7, and then it gets both of its moves level 7, level 8. But I guess we'll have to see. And then it also got an effect buff on its Feint, which personally I don't like Feint. I've always been a fan of the Flame Charge. Personally, I'm always gonna be Flame Charge, Blaze Kick on Cinderace. So yeah, there's that. But cool buffs, I guess, on Cinderace. We'll have to see how that goes. Next up, now this is one that I'm pretty surprised that they nerfed. Lapras getting some more nerfs here, so it's getting a damage nerf on its Water Pulse and Ice Beam moves. So now the damage on those has been nerfed quite a bit. I feel like this might be enough to actually push Lapras down, but we'll have to see, I guess. Because Lapras has always been a good mon, honestly. But now with these nerfs, I feel like Lapras this might be enough to kill Lapras potentially. I think it'll still be good, but definitely nowhere near as great as it used to be. So, I guess we'll have to see, of course. But I think it's just the damage that got nerfed. I think the effects are still going to be okay. But I think they also nerfed the freezing of damage. Like, let's say if you're stuck in the ice for so long, and you're still supposed to take damage, I believe you take damage as you're in that area. That damage is being nerfed. That's that check. If I'm wrong, let me know. But yeah, this is something that's definitely nerfed. And then its Unite move also getting a cooldown increase. So now its Unite move is not going to be coming out as frequent as it used to be. So that's a huge buff. Not really a huge nerf. Well, I don't know about it being a huge nerf, but it's definitely going to be noticeable. I could definitely say for sure on Lapras. Now, finally, Zeraora actually getting some buffs here. And I actually did not see this coming, but Zeraora getting a damage buff on both its Volt Switch and Spark, actually. Which, Spark, I did not see I didn't anticipate Spark actually getting a buff, but apparently it's getting a buff here. So, I don't know what to say, I guess. Now, there's one person I know who's really good with Zeraora that I'm pretty sure is going to be happy about this. It's going to be Marcus. Shout out to Marcus if you watch. I don't know if he pulls up in the stream in the videos, but if he does, shout out to him, because I know he's really good with Zeraora, of course. So, but yeah, Zeraora getting these buffs is actually interesting. I'm really surprised that they gave Zeraora damage buffs on both his Volt Switch and his Spark, but I guess we'll have to see, I suppose. I mean, Zeraora could potentially rise, especially with that with the buff to it, damage buff to his Spark. I could definitely see Zeraora definitely rising a little bit in usage. And I feel like Zeraora is going to definitely be a good check to Dragapult, considering that you can literally rush it down. And with Spark, I mean, Spark being able to get 3 dashes off of the Spark, I think is really insane. So I feel like if you can jump on a Dragapult and catch them slipping, I feel like it's actually going to be something. So Zeraora might actually be what the game needs to actually pretty much check those Dragapults, because Dragapult was definitely something that's been absolutely nuts for the past couple of months, I think, or weeks, something like that. But yeah, Zeraora might actually be what's needed to counteract Dragapult now. You can just chase it down, burst it down, and just get out. And with with Spark being able to get 3 usages out of it before it goes on cooldown, yeah, I could definitely see Zeraora being a good check to Dragapult in that fact. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, that's it for these patch notes. Personally, I am actually pretty excited about these buffs. I'm hoping these buffs are not enough to make Metagross broken again. Let's hope Timmy doesn't make that same mistake as he did before. So, we can always hope and pray for that. And then Wigglytuff getting some buffs. I'm actually excited to try that out. Wigglytuff. I think from these, I'm definitely excited to try Metagross out with the buffs, Wigglytuff with the buffs, and then Zeraora with the buffs as well, especially with that Spark. I definitely want to try that out for sure. And definitely going to bring back the Wigglytuff for sure, because I haven't used Wigglytuff in a while. So, you know the old saying, guys, when the going gets tough, the tough get Wigglytuff. All right? Remember that. I'm just kidding. But anyways, what do I think about this? These are nice. These are nice changes. Sylveon getting some love, definitely needed for sure. Wigglytuff got some love. I feel like Wigglytuff is gonna definitely be annoying for sure. I'm gonna be hard playing Wigglytuff a bit more now, for sure. I feel like Wigglytuff might just be now in my second best supports, just behind Blissey. But we'll have to see. Zero with Dodrio getting nerfed, I may have to give Zeraora another go. But we'll have to see. I have to try those nerfs out on Dodrio, see if it's actually enough, or maybe I'll try out its other move to see how I feel about it. But yeah, I think there's some cool changes. Let's hope that I guess we just hope for the best. I guess going forward and many things. So, anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the mic. Hopefully it sounds good. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. If it is, I apologize. And then and also, guys, I can't wait for you guys to check out I got a new layout for the streams coming. So stay tuned for that. You guys, it's gonna be awesome. So I had a huge help with Champion Thunder. Again, huge shout out to her for that. Definitely can't wait for y'all to check it out for sure. And of course, we're gonna be doing some collabs coming soon. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, guys. So that's gonna do it for this video. I apologize for this video being pretty long, but I want to make sure everything was straight here. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will catch you guys next time. Take care.